Hi, guys. This is Vineet, and welcome to Let's Talk. This is the first of many talk shows where we're going to be talking to different people about their hobbies and what they're trying to do to keep themselves sane in this COVID-19 coronavirus lockdown times. Everybody's going mad and stuff like that. So, if you guys watched the promo, uh, you would have seen me telling you guys about this very special guest that I've got on for today's inaugural episode. And well, he's got thousands of cars, which is quite a feat in itself. But you guys must be surprised, like thousands of cars. So I'm not going to tell you more, but let's just get him on the show and let's hear it from him. So here we go.
Hi.
Hi, Kuber.
Hi, Vineet.
Welcome to Loofre's Let's Talk.
Thank you so much.
So, I've been telling these guys, in the promo and all that we're going to meet a guy today who's got like thousands of cars, and I'm sure that's like going to be,
I'm
quite a
sure IT
difficult,
guy. I'm
difficult thing to
sorry.
believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little difficult to believe. So I said, let me not tell them about it. I said, let me get you on. So take it away. Tell me about yourself, man.
I think your statement is going to get IT guys at my door tomorrow.
I'm sure you've got good connections, so yeah, don't worry about that.
So, hi, my name's Kuber, and I'm a lawyer by profession, and I am a part of the group that is run by Vineet himself, which is Hot Wheels Collectors India and other groups as well. But his group is the one that I got started that got me started to collect cars, and it's because of him that I have zero balance and a lot of cars in my house. So when he means 1,000 cars, he specifically means die-cast cars. So as you can see behind me, so
That
all of
that's a
this,
that's a major impressive wall, dude. I mean, like, wow. I haven't been. I had to come to Mumbai and meet you and see that. Now, this is awesome. Tell us about this thing. I mean, so yeah. So you got started into collecting. You're a car guy, right?
yeah. So basically, my dad was in the RTO. He just retired last year. So I've
I
been
see.
into cars since my childhood, and
Okay.
cars has been a passion as well. When I saw that there's so many cars available in smaller scales, I used to have Hot Wheels when I was young, but then when I grew up, eventually the hobby faded out, and because there was no time. And once I decided randomly when I saw it online, let's buy a few cars. So that's how it started. I bought five Burago Ferraris, and then I saw Facebook, I saw eBay, Amazon, and I found the group. So the five became 500 in no time.
Wow. So I'm sure that 500 has become 5,000 in a little more time.
Definitely.
So
I
you
dare
have a
not count.
no, that means you've definitely got a lot, my friend. If you dare not count it all, means yeah, it's going to take a lot of time and it's not worth it. Just enjoy the cars. But tell me what you drive in real life. You have a car, you have a bike. What do you have?
Yeah, so I have both actually. So I started driving on my dad's Willys, which is a 1964 Willys, but it's converted to a right-hand drive with a diesel engine. So that's what I started off with. Then I was driving a Mahindra Commander, which was converted to look like a old military jeep from the US.
Right.
Currently, then when I started earning, I bought my own car, which is a GTI, the two-door version of the Polo, which is the hot hatch.
Wait a minute. That must have been very, very hard to find. How many cars did they actually get of those two-door
Uh,
Polo GTs
as per unofficial records, there's 150 of them. Max would be 200
for whole of India?
for all of India.
And you have one of those maximum 200 cars, one of 200. I mean, like, wow, does it come with a
Yes.
special number or something like that, or what?
No, the first they bought in first 100 cars and then they bought around 50 later on. So the first 100 that came in came with side numbers. So they had one of 99, two of 99.
I
But
see.
mine does not have it. So it's a second lot car.
I see. Okay. So you have one of those rare cars, and what else do you have?
So I've got a Ducati Diavel as well.
Oh, you're a big biker too. That's a nice, very very different kind of a bike. The Diavel. I mean, it's not really a crotch rocket. It's not really a sportster. It's not really like a naked bike. It's not a cruiser. How would you define that bike? I mean, that's a
Just
crazy bike.
madness, just
Yeah,
madness.
because
And yeah,
go
sorry,
on,
you
go on.
were, yeah. So what happened is, firstly regarding the GTI, so you'll be surprised to hear I bought it off OLX.
Right.
So I
You bought it
actually
off
was,
OLX.
yeah, I was
Oh my
actually
God.
searching for the car for around 2 months, and I was about to give up and look for something else. And my friend sent me a link. There's a car for sale in Mohali, and
Okay.
I checked up the link. I spoke to the owner, and I spoke to him. He said he wanted to sell it because he's going abroad for further education, etc., etc. Then I'm like,
Right.
you take 50,000 right now. Don't sell the car to anyone else. I'll send someone to inspect and pay you the rest of the amount as soon as possible. And then I flew
Awesome.
down personally to Mohali and then collected the car from him.
So you actually bought the car blind. You paid 50,000 rupees without even seeing what the real car looked like in person.
Worth the risk.
Wow. I mean, you must be a mad guy. And what else? So you've got the Ducati, you've got the GTI two door, and what else?
So we sold off our Innova recently last year, and so
Right,
mom needed a family sedan. I
right,
took them to the Skoda showroom, showed them the Skoda LNK Octavia.
right,
Then the dealership owner is my dad's friend, and
uh,
I asked him whether he had a VRS. So
right.
after the test drive of the LNK, he said, "नहीं मेरे बेटे का है. I want to sell it off. If I'll ask him what he's saying." And he called up later after the test drive around half an hour when we were sitting at home. He's like, "अरे मेरा बेटे का है VRS. You want to see it? I'll send it across." So I'm like, "भेज दो." Then I made mom sit in it. I'm like, "Mom, it's the same car. You get better black interiors. The engine is different, but that doesn't matter to you." So
So you basically sold her a sports car in the guise of a saloon just because she
that
wouldn't know the difference.
that was the only way to get it in the house. So yeah,
Did you tell her it drinks like a fish also? I mean, the thing is terrible
um,
mileage, but I mean, it goes like a bomb. Yeah.
she realized it later.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sure when she had to foot the bills. But anyway, so how is tell me about the lockdown. We're all going crazy with this lockdown.
I,
Really
yeah,
can't go out. Okay, things are starting to get a little better here in Delhi, but I believe Mumbai is still bad where you are. So you still can't go out much. So you don't get to enjoy your real life toys.
nothing.
What do you do? You have your small scale toys behind you. Tell us about that. Yeah. What kind
Yeah,
of cars
so
you collect and yeah.
I'll just take the camera there. So I collect all type of cars that appeal to me. So
Okay, I'm gonna go full screen. Yeah, go on.
if you go here, you will see the Fast and Furious collection in these two lines. I'm sorry, here. Yeah. So these are the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious sets. These are the earlier ones, not the premium lines that we have. Then I have a few 100% here on top as well. And here you see the Dubai Police Majorette set. I have the Veyrons here, which are actually quite rare. This is a mystery model way version. This is the regular mainline version. I have a few. So here's another rare one. This is the Koenigsegg Agera and the Ford Mustang from NFS movie. This is an entire Batman collection that I have. And yeah, so this is some of the Ferraris. I actually, when I started to build the showcase, I tried to keep them as a section, but it did not work out. So these are all the cartoon cars, and the cars from Cars movies, all on top. Uh, I ran out of wall after this, so my mom told you're not getting any more walls, and rest of them are boxed up.
Oh my God. So how
So
many
this is,
cars do you have on your display over here, and what does your wife have to say about it?
I am not married, fortunately.
Ah, you're not married yet. So you don't
Yeah,
plan to
I'm
get
still
married with so
27,
many cars
so
behind you.
yeah, I'm still 27, so it does the job for me. Also,
How
this
many
showcase,
behind you?
and I think around more than 700, 800. I've never actually counted the entire thing, but that's what the guy who made the showcase told me.
So you've got 800 cars behind
Yeah,
you, and you saying that the rest of them are all boxed up. Yeah?
yeah.
So I'm sure you must be having close to about 5,000 cars, which was my
Definitely,
initial approximation.
definitely.
So what kind of cars do you collect? I mean, do you have like a, specific kind of cars, a specific era of cars, or I mean, so what is it like collecting Hot Wheels? So you've got all these cars that are in the display behind you, this
Yeah.
lockdown. So what do you do with them?
So I'm taking them up to the terrace or to the window and clicking some pictures, trying to make them look like realistic cars. So that's all I'm doing right now. And regarding the scale, the type of collection, so I actually just collect whatever appeals to me. I don't actually decide upon a theme or something. So if I like a Ferrari, I'll buy a Ferrari. If I like a Bugatti, I'll buy it. So that's how it goes.
So that means you have deep pockets because whatever you really, really like, you just go and pick it up without saying, "No, I just want this." Well, that's good. That's it. What did you say you do again? You
I'm a
said you're a
lawyer.
lawyer. There you
No,
go. So we don't. Yeah. So lawyers get paid very well. But tell me, how does it feel? जो अपना कोई जो लॉयर लोग होते हैं वो लोगों को दूसरे लोगों को अंदर डालते हैं और बंद कराते हैं। अब आप ही एक बंद होके बैठ गए हो इस पिंजरे के अंदर। क्या सीन है? क्या आपने बोला कि आप फोटोग्राफी भी करते हैं अपने स्केल मॉडल्स का?
yeah. So
तो
what I do is
आप हाँ जी।
sorry, you were asking something.
Yeah, so do you use like mobile phone? Yeah, do you use DSLR camera? Do you have extensive kit? Because इन गाड़ियों का साइज काफी छोटा होता है और I don't know अगर मोबाइल अच्छी तरह उनकी डिटेलिंग कैप्चर कर सकते हैं because it's got a very shallow depth of field. तो
Correct.
मैक्रो फोटोग्राफी अपने आप में ही एक आर्ट है, एक अलग प्रोफेशन है, एक अलग हॉबी है। But so what you've done is you've taken photography की हॉबी भी और कलेक्शन की हॉबी भी और दोनों को इकट्ठे कंबाइन करके आप वैसे भी अपना टाइम निकाल रहे हैं
Huh. So what
besides
happens
counting
is,
your car.
so I am very shabby at handling things which are light and expensive. So I would rather shy off from a DSLR. तो मैं फोन पे ही क्लिक करता हूँ. So I've actually bought a phone specifically looking at the camera specs. I got the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, which has a
अच्छा
specific macro lens as well. So yeah,
अच्छा
one second. So you can see here it has three cameras behind with a flash system.
okay.
So this helps a lot. So whatever I click, I put up on my Instagram. That's where I edit it. I don't use any other editing tools. Just make it try to look realistic, and that's how I post it.
अच्छा. Do you have
So
some pictures of some cars that you can share with us?
yeah, sure. You want me to share the screen?
Yeah, share the screen. I'll get myself on the screen. So just tell us a little bit about, show us a few pictures, tell us what it does to click them, and yeah, over to you.
Just a minute. Uh, I I don't know whether this is showing the picture that I want to show. Application window. One second. Yeah. So this is how I try and click the pictures. I just open a few more. These are the Porsche 911 Carrera 2008 models specifically. To Carrera 4S on the left and Carrera 4S on the right and Carrera S Cabriolet on the left. And just a second. Yeah, so let us see it here. I'm sorry, I'm so horrible at all the screen sharing stuff.
Yeah, just make that full screen, right? So
Yeah,
that'd be
here it is.
cool. I'll just add that on and you can make that full screen. There you go. All right, that's sweet. Now you can just keep swooping between that. That is a scale model car. I mean, I'm gonna have to wear my glasses because wow, that looks realistic. And you're saying you
So
click this?
yeah, on my phone camera.
Wow. Show me more, show me more.
Yes, one second. Why doesn't it open it in the same gallery? Just let me open all at once and then I'll share the screen.
So we've got somebody online, Pallavi Sharma. She's asking, which is your most favorite car?
That is very tough to define. I don't have a personal favorite as such because I love all of them equally. But if I had to choose, it will have to be the Duesenberg from the 2 Series set of the Maharaja cars.
Ah, that's a lovely car.
Yeah, just a moment. I think I got it how to open them all at once. Yeah, I'll share this window now. Got it. I hope you can see it now.
Yes, we have that.
So this is the 1995 McLaren Lemans winner, which was a private team actually sponsored by a dental clinic in Tokyo. So it has a good history
Okay.
to it as well. And so this is another shot I tried. Like because it's lockdown, no one can meet up. I thought I'll make a virtual meetup as such. And I think you might identify these figures here. These are from the Monkey series from the American TV series.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the
The
Johnny
vehicle
Light.
is bad.
I have no idea what the series is. I've never seen it, but I just like the set, so I'd bought it up. And here's another. I tried to recreate a beach
My
scenario with the
God.
terrace.
This is on your terrace.
Yeah.
You live next to the sea.
Yes. Fortunately,
Wow. This is amazing, dude. How big are these cars? These are the same size. Those.
I'll just take this one out specifically and show it to you. 1 second. It's right behind me. Uh, okay, where is it? Yeah, sorry. This one.
This is the car.
This is the exact car that I've used. I think this is this tiny, yeah. So it fits on the palm of your hand. I think this is mirrored, yeah. So this is what I've clicked on the terrace. So this is how it works. I have a smaller one as well. So there's a 1:87 scale, which is there, and there's a 1:100 scale, which is there. Here's another one. Although this is a bit blurry, but I think I like the picture in personally.
It has a very nice feel to it.
Thank you. This is one of my personal favorites.
Wow. Do you also give these pictures a name, a caption, something or like that? Or
Usually post it with the model name on Instagram. So that's all. So this is a 59 Woody, Cadillac Eldorado Woody. I don't usually name them, but I think I should considering your suggestion. I've seen your I've seen yours recently regarding the Looney Tunes, and they were really good. Your captions.
thanks, man.
So yeah, there's another picture that I have. So this was the 70th anniversary of Ferrari, which they had a rally in Mumbai for. These are real cars, not scale models. Yeah. So
Right.
because I'm into cars, so I thought I'll share this one as well. And this is the problem that all the collectors have.
Yeah, yeah. So I think you got your inspiration from there, right?
I
This is
swear,
your
this is
inspiration exactly.
exactly
I mean,
what
if,
happened.
if we take if we take that picture that you're showing us, the one below that says "Help me," and if we compare it to the one that we're seeing right now, I think those two are like identical pictures. I'm
Exactly
gonna
the
ask.
same. Yeah, I'm even wearing a Hot Wheels T-shirt. I think you got cut off. Yeah, let's just wait for Vineet to join back in.
That's definitely you, man. That is
Yeah,
definitely you. I was just
I'm
comparing.
even I'm even wearing the Hot Wheels T-shirt of the group.
There you go. Now that is loyalty. Way to go. That's a cool looking shirt, man.
Thanks, you designed it.
Shh, shh, shh. Okay, more. Show me more pictures. Show me more
So
pictures of your.
this is one casting called Killer Whale by Hot Wheels. It's a 100% series of a dragster which has single wheel behind and two wheels in the front. with
Right.
two engines. I don't know if this really exists, but yeah, it's a beautiful one.
Right. So this
So,
is great, man. This is fabulous.
so I told you about the military type of Jeep that I used to drive daily. This is the gray one that I drive. This is
All
my dad's.
right.
This is an old Gypsy with a carburetor engine that we still kept.
Okay.
And this is the open Jeep we use during rains. So now there's a lockdown, it's just standing there, Bechari.
So wait, you have one, two, three, four Jeeps. You have the Polo GTI two-door. You have the Skoda Octavia VRS. You have the Ducati Diavel. How many
One
people in your house again?
six.
All six can't be driving these cars. So I'm sure they must be having other cars that you're not telling us about. So these six are just yours.
There's one Ambassador, there's one Fiat,
Oh my God.
there's a Ninja 250, and there's a Bullet 500cc cast iron engine export model which had the gearbox on the right side.
Oh my God. Show us more pictures while you tell us about your other
So
collection. And
this is the 711 set which came in between. This was a
right,
new brand, and they made amazing Paganis. So I bought this set specifically for the Paganis because they revealed the entire engine. So
right.
this is an indoor photo shoot I did long back. I didn't try editing or anything of that sort at that time. And here's something I clicked on the terrace recently, which I tried to make realistic. I named this
Ah,
picture as a pickup line.
that's a good pickup line, man.
So there's a joke that I heard long time back that was the best pickup line in the world. Someone said Ford.
Oh my God.
It's a
Ford.
lame joke. I
So
love lame jokes. So
Sandeep Joyce is with us, and
oh
he's
hi
asking
Sandeep.
us what is that gray Jeep?
Oh, it's a 1992 Mahindra Commander, which we made based off a Jeep New Kaiser design, which was an old American Jeep concept.
So Sandeep, I hope that answers your question. Okay, cool. Show us more pictures, man. This is amazing. This is simply amazing.
Three
That
R
can be a 64 scale card. That is also a
It is.
tiny.
Yep. So this is a mini champ. So they are like really, really detailed. So here it is. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wow, that is simply amazing.
So this is the specific reason I collect. The amount of detailing on them and the effort that they take to put in these models is just amazing. The artistic value of these is also a different thing that we usually tend to ignore when we are collecting it as toys. So
So,
here's
how much
another.
would something like this cost?
I think I got it for 1100 bucks. The mini champs model.
The small one.
Yeah. So this is the
Okay,
100% Porsche 930 turbo.
right.
This is how it actually looked when I got it made.
Amazing.
And yeah, there's another picture. So this is all empty. This is how it was. Then I started filling it up slowly, and then we're here at a stage where I have more cars than the space in the showcase. I
So
also
you,
randomly click sunsets from my house. So this is one of them.
oh my God. So you're also into nature photography as well. So tell me something. I mean, we seeing all these great pictures, and also, uh, you're a lawyer. Your work is basically, yeah, you can keep showing us pictures while we
Yeah,
talk.
sure.
You know, your work has been affected, nothing is happening. Tell me what would happen if, you didn't have a hobby, or, you didn't have all of this stuff. What do you think you would be doing? What are other people maybe in your house? Does everyone have a hobby? Are they as blessed as you? Or how important do you think it is to have a hobby?
So my mom is binge watching. She likes binge watching series. So I think that's become her hobby now. And because my mom's also a lawyer and she's got nothing to do in the lockdown.
For sure.
So she's a matrimonial lawyer specializing in matrimonial cases. And sometimes we have a joke in ourselves like, imagine the plight of people who want to get divorced, but due to lockdown, they're stuck with each other for a longer amount of time,
Oh my God. Maybe they'll reconcile. Shoot.
or they'll kill each other.
Yeah. Then
Either
then
of the
that's where you come in, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
that's
but
what you do.
no, that's where I'll call up my friend. I am mainly into civil and property, so I might be doing their
Acha.
will afterwards.
Ah, okay, okay. Cool.
So this is my dad's Thar, and this is one of his friends' Mahindra Classics. So this is an all original classics, and it's kept really well. So that's a beautiful example. And here's
It,
my GPI and VRS.
so your dad also has a hobby of collecting old Jeeps and he does that. So he likes driving. How is he coping up with this thing, because he can't go out, he can't do much. What does he do? Does he have a hobby as well?
No, he's recently started actually reading WhatsApp groups because he didn't get time when he was in service. So now that's something that he's actually getting to do now. So he's like, let's see what all people are sending. Let's see what is everything. And he's very inquisitive. So he looks up everything new on the net. So he's like, if there's anything interesting, he'll forward it to us. If there's any new course that has come up that he might be interested or it might be useful for us. So he's doing the typical dad stuff. He's keeping himself busy in the manner that he wishes to, and he's retired just 6 months back, so he's still getting used to retired life, so not much of a hassle.
Right. So when you wake up in the morning, is it your diecast that you think about, or are you regularly working now, or what's your daily
So
routine like?
the thing is, we still have some offside work, like basically contract drafting, that is still going on. We have some agreements that we make, considering that we have a mm, no, non-litigation department as well, and so that is all going on. We have a daily office call that
Right,
we do. So that ended around 4 o'clock. Then we started talking. So 2 to 4 is usually the office timing. So that keeps me sane. We are in contact with the outer world, even though virtually. And
right.
let's hope Maharashtra is planning to start offices by 8th June with 10% capacity or 10 people. So hopefully we'll be out of the houses soon. That is one more thing, and I'll finally get to drive again.
That's something I'm sure you're looking
Yeah,
forward to, but I'm sure you won't jump on your two-wheeler just yet, or will
no,
you?
it's rainy season now, so I'll be taking the car. I'm missing the ceiling a lot. So
Okay,
off the record, I've done around 200 to 30 in the GTI on the ceiling after the cameras, of course, so you have no proof. And
okay.
same around the
But
same
now
in
we
drink.
do because you just confessed. You just confessed on live web.
Doesn't count.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. You're a lawyer, तो आपको तो पता होगा कि क्या बोल के क्या चलता है, क्या नहीं चलता.
Correct.
बोलेगा हाँ सही है. Sorry, sir. अच्छा, so somebody is asking like where exactly do you stay in Mumbai?
Seven bungalows, Warsaw. I don't know if anyone, like, if anyone's from Mumbai, they might be aware about it. It's like 2 minutes away from the metro station. If you're a Hot Wheels fan, feel free to drop in. I am on the
Yeah,
Facebook group. I'm on Instagram as well. Drop me a message. It's Wagle Kuber on Instagram. So feel free to drop by anytime you like.
yeah, we'll flash that and yeah, I don't think it was a Hot Wheels collector. I think it was somebody else. So damn, be careful now.
Ah, shit.
Anyway,
I would
so
love to have a Hot Wheels collector asking like this.
yeah, no, I'm sure there would be. Who's saying? How far is it from Matunga? That's what Sahib Singh's asking. How far is it from Matunga?
I know by distance wise, like in Mumbai, we usually calculate distance in time and not in kilometers. So it's around 45 minutes.
Okay, Sahib, so that's 45 minutes from. So Shan was the one who asked where you are. He's in Lokhandwala. So yeah,
He's very
Shan,
close
if you
by.
recollect. Okay, then that's very close by Shan. So you can definitely, uh, you know, hook up with Kuber anytime. Just drop him a line on Instagram. Check up with him. Go and see his collection. He's a great guy and he's a lawyer. So yeah,
Yeah, that helps a
he's
lot.
got nothing to fear. Manmohan says he's a big fan of yours. So yeah,
Is that
Manmohan
Tiwari?
Tiwari.
Oh,
Yes,
hi.
Manmohan Tiwari is a big fan of your collection. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not asking him to come over. He might just take away something while going back.
Oh my God! So Manmohan, you're not allowed to come to his house. No, you're not. Sorry. So you just have to look at this video, and if you want, I'll make it full screen again. So that's it. So again, coming back to the hobby, what do you think you'd do if you don't have this hobby? What would your you know
I would definitely get bored watching something on Netflix or something like that and would run out of ideas and just be lying around on the couch and nothing else. I think this hobby is what helped me keep sane. I have so many cars to take up every day, look at them, click them in different lights, different atmospheres, different settings. So that's what keeps your mind innovative and running. So I think it's helped a lot in the lockdown. It always helps to have a hobby.
do you buy your cars from India or do you get them from outside the world? And if you do get them from outside the world, tell us one experience which has been something that you've been really after for your collection, and you've got a bargain of a deal around? One of those. Tell us one of those interesting stories.
So yeah, there's a guy. Usually I buy it from the group internally as well, and because most of them import the cars as well, and they sell off some of the extras that they get in the boxes. But majority of my cars are still in the US, and I still have to ship them. So I'm saving up a shipping cost, which actually turns out to be equally as expensive as the cars themselves, which is which is a big game changer for actually buying cars on outside India. But the experience that I had, there was one nice experience that I had from an old woman in England who sold me a few of her old Matchbox cars, which included a few Rolls Royces as well, all in 164 scale.
I
And
see.
she was very helpful. And I got a box full of cars, but shipping in UK is very expensive. So if in that rate I would have got a 10 times bigger box from the US than what I got from UK. So that lady had a very nice approach towards the collection that she was selling, and that was a good experience I had. And US collectors, there are some collectors who specifically deal in Hot Wheels as well. So like they purchase other people's collections who don't want them and they sell it off to other people who might need them. That's a legit business in the US. So there
I
are a
see.
lot of people who do that, and I'm in contact with a few of them. They're also very helpful. I got a big box full of cars just right before Comic Con 2 years ago when we had a showcase of Hot Wheels collectors, and that box gave me a lot of good cars. Plus, an advantage was that the guy's son works in FedEx, so I get a 75% off on shipping rates, and the box comes down.
Fabulous.
The box comes down very fast. So the only thing I have to worry about is the custom duty.
Dude, you gotta hook me up with this guy, man. I can see the wall behind you, and you can see the wall behind me. I think.
I know you're hiding your main collection. It's like Alibaba's cave.
No, man, you must come down and you must check this out also. But fabulous, yeah. So I get this. So this is one of your special things. Now, what would be, like you said, okay, very difficult to choose one particular car. So you collect Hot Wheels. Do you also collect other brands, or what do you do?
So majority of my collection is Hot Wheels, and I'm currently looking at the older manufactured Hot Wheels because they have a very sturdy feeling to them. They have metal bases, thick metal bodies. The newer ones have a thinner metal body with a plastic base, most of them. So, and the older ones have a different charm to it. So that's what I'm looking after now. There's Hot Wheels, then there's Ertil, there is Purago, there is Johnny Lightning, Kyosho, Husky. Also, I have some brands. I never even heard of the brand before I got a car. There's Yatming. So there's a lot of brands. There's a lot of new brands coming up. Mini GT, Tarmac Works. There's one PGM models from China which make 1:64 scale models which are completely openable. So you can open the doors, engine hatch, etc. Those are beautiful.
So what is the 64 scale model collection has really gone up, and I know that I think probably when a lot of us were kids, or I was in my early 20s, we used to get them in India, the ones made in India. Do you have some of
Yeah.
those also? I believe they're very rare and hard to find.
Yes. I have a few Leo Metal ones. There's a Jeep that I have. Then there's a Neat Streeter which I have, which is very mint, the yellow one. And I have a one. I have a few cars that came along with Chocos, I guess, long back. So a few of them were made in India. But so that's all. I have around 6 or 7 of them which are India based, and I have two red lines which I got from another collector itself. They're not in mint shape, but I still have them. So that's a rare piece for me.
So tell me, Kriti is asking, that how do people react when they come to know of this hobby of yours? I mean, do they look at you as a child? Do they look down upon you? Do they make fun of you? कि यार छोटी गाड़ी से खेल रहा है ये वो? Any social stigma attached to this kind of a collection?
I don't care about what people say, so I just tell them I'm into collecting, and then say see the pictures that I have. So the next reaction is पागल है क्या इतना पैसा गाड़ियों में डाल रहा है. So yeah, that's all. That's all a part of the game. But you know what you love, and there's so yeah, not being married helps a lot because you don't have any responsibilities as of now. So I can spend as much money as I want
And you
on the
also
scale
don't have to
model.
give any expenses, accounts, and there's no account or
Yeah, so
finance manager. Yeah. कि
yeah,
पैसा
so I
कितना
have
गया, किधर गया?
this,
Yeah.
the basic thing that I give is my car EMI, my phone bills, and a certain contribution. Suppose I pay my dad's phone bill, so that's all. So I think the remaining is mine. So whatever I do with it, I don't ask. So
So Manmohan is asking, guys, can you please tell us some underrated cars you love apart from the ones which are hyped now. Yeah. Ish is saying Ignition Model 2. Yeah, Ish Ignition Model 2. So, yeah,
Yeah,
tell him
ignition model.
something about some underrated cars.
Uh, so there were a lot of normal castings that people bought at the time, and now we as collectors we go above main lines and we ignore the main lines most of the times. But there are a lot of main lines which are beautifully done up. So like there was the Porsche 918, which was a very good casting from Hot Wheels. So I love that casting. I have around three variations of that. So that's an underrated one. There are a lot of castings which are actually hyped up, but I did not like it. Like the Veyron, it's not exactly in proportion by Hot Wheels, but just because that's the only Bugatti Hot Wheels made in recent times, the value of it has gone up a lot. But I got these at a very cheap rate, so I bought them. Otherwise, I wouldn't actually go and spend a high value on a Bugatti Veyron, like the satin blue and satin red ones. Go for a bomb. I would not go for that because I collect what I like, and if I have a casting, I would rather buy something else rather than having the same in a different color.
Right. Okay, so Ish is asking, what are your views on the hyping of super treasure hunts? So there's something called super treasure hunts,
Yes,
and these hard to find cars, and why are they so hyped up? Do you think that they're really worth it? I mean, I don't collect super treasure hunts, but Ish is asking, what about
yeah.
you? Do you
I
actually give into
I
that?
have a few supers, but I bought them only because I like the casting. So like the 62 Corvette, which came in the STH version, had a very beautiful blue shade with rubber tires, so that's why I bought it. And the remaining ones, I just found carbonic on the pegs, so that's the worst STH ever that you can find
Yeah,
actually.
but what do you think about the hype that's created
I,
around the
I am
STH?
I am not in favor of STH to be very honest because considering the amount of them being manufactured, at least there are 15 to 25,000 at least STH per model. And if you want something rarer, you should actually search for a Hot Wheels 100% set, which is one of 15,000 or one of 7,000, which might get you a better casting as well because the detailing on the Hot Wheels 100% sets were much better than what you get on an STH, which is a regular mainline converted into a rubber metal base and rubber wheels.
Right. So again, just a hyped up thing, but the prices are just jacked up because people think it's rare. And your message to all the Hot Wheels collectors out there is that it is not as rare as it is perceived to be because I don't think they even release the number of actual cars that are there. Yes?
They don't. Also, there's a separate STH box set which they release at the end of every year, so you can actually go for that if you wish to.
Absolutely. So yeah, that works out cheaper.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
Also,
uh
sorry,
yeah, go on.
sorry. Loose STH. If you're into a loose collectors, I have got STH for as low as $10 each by mint condition. So that's also a good thing. If you're not a carded collector, you don't bother much about cards. So
So
that
when
would be
you
a
say
good.
carded collector is people who don't take their cards out of the cards and they just keep them there, yes?
Yeah, so they love the packaging. They put it in protectors. They admire it from a distance, but they do not want to open it from their factory packaging. So that's a different kind of collector. I respect all collectors, but yeah, I would rather tear up all my cars and feel them in my hand.
And because you're also into photography, you can't keep taking pictures of just cards, right? That's going to
Yeah.
look pretty now perfect, man. So what would be your advice to someone who wants to get into collecting? What would you tell them? How to start? What to do? Should they end up like you if they're not lawyers? What should they do?
Buy whatever you like. Keep your finances in check. Don't let your credit card bills rake up too much, and avoid buying through credit card because you make a lot of mistakes later on. I have avoided buying from credit card because you don't realize how much you spend and then you end up paying a lot more in interest, which could actually have been used in buying cars that you like.
For sure. So
Uh,
you're saying that they need to limit themselves. They need to sort of
Correct.
like focus on what they want to get. Should
And
they?
do not go
Yeah.
in the hype. So just because someone says this casting is collectible, you should not run after it at a higher price. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You have your personal opinion to it. So just because someone says a particular car is nice, not necessarily you have to go and buy it.
So now for somebody starting off new, they contact you on Instagram. But where else can one gets his credible information about what the car is actually worth? I mean, irrespective of what is being hyped about.
Yeah, we have our group for that. So I would request all collectors to go on Facebook, search for Hot Wheels groups. There's Hot Wheels Collectors India. There's another group for higher scale models, which is Diecast Collectors India. There is a 1:64 scale group, which is for other than Hot Wheels. So you get all your information online. Do not go on eBay and Amazon prices, especially Amazon prices, because they inflate the prices a lot, considering that they are the US website and the shipping to India becomes big expense. So they include all of that. You'll get a 120 rupees cars for 1500 rupees listed on Amazon if you check that way. Do not fall for that trap. Always verify prices. Always try and look out for local toy stores where you may get the cars. There are websites which have been started up by collectors. There's Cars and Dolls, Scale Arts, a lot of other websites. Google up, research, and you'll get a better deal.
Absolutely. And, this has been great talking to you. And you've really shown us that even during lockdown, I mean, you haven't lost your sanity. You would have probably gone mad, trying to count up
I
all your
swear.
cars and cleaning them and dusting them and doing all of these things. But yeah, your photography has really, really kept you in check with this whole lockdown situation. I'm sure that, you have
True.
so many cars, you'd be thriving at the time that you have to just go and take just beautiful pictures and post them on your social media page and an Instagram account and share it with the fellow hobby people and all. So, do you mind sharing a couple of more pictures before we go, and then we'll wrap up the show because everybody seems to just love your photography. Can you just
Uh,
pull that up? Let me just share a few more pictures and of your scale
uh,
models.
yeah, one second. What I'll do is I'll just open up the browser itself and then I'll share it from there because I think these are the only ones that I downloaded actually.
Okay.
Let me do one thing.
So Surish Ghosh is also looking forward to parking his cars in his house. I think he's shifting and yeah. So Surish, go ahead, man. Let's see some of your pictures. This is it. All
Yup.
right.
So this is the Dodge Ram Hemi version. I just had to open my Instagram account from here. I'm sorry, I had saved only a limited amount of pictures. I didn't know
That's
Vineet would ask me
fine.
to show more. So this is how I try to recreate. Then this is the Beetle that you guys saw. I'll show you the Corvette that I clicked. Hmm. If you want to see real cars, this is the Jeep group that we have. I showed you some off-roading pictures. So these are the guys that we hang around with.
Right.
These are some old car pictures that I have. This is the McLaren that I showed you. I have a better picture here showing the V12 also, along with the quad exhaust. And the best part about this is a Kyosho, so it has all the livery and the logos intact. So there's a GTR, F1, McLaren, all of those logos are there.
My goodness. So Suresh is asking if you've got any tips on camera settings for taking a good picture.
I just see what looks best and realistic through the screen and click it. Actually, I am not an expert on camera settings. That's why I click it from my phone itself. And I would suggest whatever you like to make it look realistic would be the best bet. This is a good casting. This is the belly tank Lakester. So these were speed.
Can you pull that
These
up
were
full
speed
screen,
cars.
please? Yeah.
I am sorry. How do I do that on Instagram? Here?
Acha, okay.
How
Cool,
I
no worries.
Yeah. One second. I'll try zooming it in here.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow. That looks mad.
So this has an interesting history to it. These were speed machines made for land speed records on the Bonneville salt flats from fuel carriers of the World War II planes. So because these were actually fuel tanks of World War II planes which had wheels attached to them and an engine.
Wow.
That's why they were called belly tanks, Lakesters, because they were attached to the belly of the plane to carry extra fuel to go long ranges.
Right. And they used to race on the Salt Lake flats because yeah, so wow, this is
So
amazing.
this
Amazing
particular
pictures,
one is
man.
the SoCal belly tank Lakester.
Yeah.
So here, I've given a description as well. It's a P-38 fighter plane's fuel tank, and it made a world record of 198 miles per hour.
Wow. That's an act. So this is actually a real car that they made based on this. So Abu Bakr Sheikh is asking if you collect any prototypes or something like that or no.
Can't afford, way out of my league.
So sorry, Abu. He doesn't collect any prototypes. He's not really fond
But
of that. He
there's
likes
another
these real
collector
cars.
who's Mahindra Singh, Maddie, we call him. He's from Australia, but he's a Gujarati at heart. And he has a lot of prototypes and he loves to collect prototypes as such. So he's
So
a
we'll
good guy.
tie up with Maddie for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are your bug collection.
Yes, there's a lot more actually, but this is a very old pic that I clicked. So this is the that time when it was there. Hmm.
Fantastic.
I also click usually cars going to office, so most of my feed is regarding cars itself. This is another one.
Right.
It was an outdoor shoot. I randomly placed it on a barricade of the highway. I'm sorry, it's still loading. I just showed you. Yeah, I just placed it on the highway barricade and clicked it off. I didn't think about it much also, but it came out pretty nice.
That's an amazing picture. This is the same car that's at the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same car actually. Yeah. Uh,
Fantastic.
oh yeah, this is an interesting one. These were computer cars which were launched at the advent of Windows 95 with a floppy drive having a game inside it.
Oh
And
my God.
each floppy drive had a different game. So this is the Veneer Mobile, and you had a game called Hot Dog Space Adventure where you made snacks in the game. As I suppose I don't have a floppy reader anymore, so otherwise I would have tried it out definitely.
Do you think that thing still works?
I have no idea, but no harm in trying.
No, but these look really cool, man. This is from another era. Definitely from another era, man. These look so vintage and yeah, man. I mean,
Like
this is
nowadays, it's
amazing.
very rare to actually see a floppy drive as well.
This is absolutely awesome.
Then I have, oh, I'm a foodie as well, so I love clicking food. So that's a different thing. These
No,
are the
no, no
crack up.
food pictures, please. We've seen enough of those. No food pictures.
So these
Everybody's
are the
posting
crack
food
up ones.
pictures. Everybody's posting. We'll get the chef show to do that. I mean, he's going to be there. So yeah, if you want to watch food pictures, we'll leave it to the show our dear friend chef is
Right.
going to be holding, and also yeah,
We let the
tune in for
pros
that.
handle the food pictures.
Right.
So these are
Oh,
crack ups. So these actually show the damage portion on impact. These are spring loaded. So this is how they look. And if you hit them up with something, like even if you just touch them to each other, they'll have a spring loaded action which will show damage to the car.
so it looks like they're accidental. Wow, they really took playing to another level back then. They don't make cars like this anymore, do they?
No, these are manufactured in 85, 1985. So this is even before I was born.
Oh my God! So you're a really dedicated Hot Wheels collector.
Someone asked me about the grey Jeep. This is a better picture.
Right. Oh, that looks sweet. Sandeep Joyce. It was Sandeep Joyce who asked you, but yeah. Oh wow.
This was my daily driver to college and office.
Superb.
I love clicking real cars as well. So here's an Aventador in Mumbai.
Fabulous.
These are all phone clicks as well. I don't click a cam. I don't carry a camera along. So
Most amazing. Anyway, Kuber, this has been great. I think let's just wrap up the show, and it's been
sure, I'll
great
just
talking
close
to you.
this here.
We'll
Yeah,
just get all of us back, and yeah, okay, we're back. So it's been great, man. Thanks for taking the
I saved
time out
one
of
car
sharing
to
your
show you at the
collection.
end.
Sorry.
I saved a car to show you at the end. I think I'm sure you'll love this one.
Okay, show me the card that is the special one. Oh my God! Wait, let me put up my glasses for that. Oh wow,
Racing
that is
Champions, Duesenberg.
wow. Is that going to stay in the package? Is that's an Auburn?
That's an Auburn. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm trying to look for another one. There's Abhishek Shetgaonkar who's opened up his, and he's like tempting me a lot. And so if I find another one of this, I'll be opening this one up.
Fabulous.
I'm
This
not
will
opening
look
it because this has a beautiful historical passage written on the back. So I don't want to lose that.
amazing. No, no, this has been great, man. I mean, this has been a real eye opener. Seeing your collection, hearing about you, seeing how the hobbies actually, kept you going through the lockdown, kept you in your sanity, and yeah, I wish everybody had a hobby. And your pictures are absolutely amazing.
Thank you
They're
so much.
awe-inspiring. I'm sure a lot of our friends watching us and all would have got a lot of insight as to what they can go and pick up some of these cars that are really cheap to find on the pegs, bring them home, use your mobile camera, and click amazing pictures and be an Instagram star.
Thank you so much.
No, no, this is great, man. So, thanks, guys, for watching. Next week we'll have another guest with us who'll be telling us about his or her hobby and what they've done with their time and kept themselves sane. So, till then, thanks, Kuber. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Cheers.
Sure. Bye.
Bye, guys.